Hello everybody, welcome back to another woodland camp and craft video. Kev here again. Today we were supposed to be doing Children with Bushcraft episode 2, but a little girl, Alicia, decided to stay with her grandparent tonight, so it's just going to be me, and a video will probably be the longest video I've done, but it's just going to cover everything I do on a basic camp out. So setting my hammock up, setting the tarp up, under quilts, hammock quilts, and whatever else that I may do, pot hangers, tripods, bit of carving, whatever it is. I'm just going to invite you all along on the journey. So now I'm going to set up my hammock system. Right then, so we've got the 10th under XL hammock, we've got the 10th under tree huggers, and as you can see the gap I was in was a bit short, so I've just had to modify it a little bit. I've got the DD arm steel whoopee slings, attached them straight through my hammock, and I've got the DD Superlight metal carabiners because there is an arm steel version. But that's it, yeah. It's the hammock. Okay, so that's my ridge lines up. This side I've just hooked it round, I have a carabiner tying on the end and I just hook it round the carabiner. This side I use a quick release event hitch. TARP is a 10th wonder 3x3 metre TARP. I've got a prusset knot already on the ridge line. And it's got a bit of bungee cord tied on for windier situations. All the guy lines are in the wrong place from a recent trip out to the beach. Sorry about that, it's a bit fiddly, I forgot about that. I'm going to cheat a little bit today. Normally when I come out I nearly always cast some new tent pegs, but because these was in from the beach I'm just going to cheat, save a bit of time. Mozzie flying in my ear. I've just put the back pegs directly through the tabs on the top. And on the two front ones I've just tied the pegs off with a clove hitch and pulled it taut. I'm not actually expecting any rain tonight. just in case. There we are, set up so. Ironically, I should have probably done the blanket and hammock quilt before I put the tarp on, but I just used the camera handheld and show you through that. Alright then, take two. I just took the fold of the tarp back over just so I can show you my way of hanging the underblanket and just the way we use the hammock quilt. So firstly then, underblanket, it's DD's underblanket. Firstly, I'm going to take the two carabiners closer to this end. And the two carabiners closer to this end. The next two sets is entirely up to you. Some people also pull these back up here. Me personally, I like to put mine on the ridge line. I just feel that I'll be pulling the underblanket further up closer to the hammock, causing a smaller thermal gap, which inevitably will keep me warmer. Looking at it now, I could probably do with an extra 6-inch gap, pull this all a bit tighter, but I can't see it being too much of a problem. So lastly then, we're going to move on to the quilt, which is also by DD, it's their hammock quilt. Combining these two pieces together, DD reckon you get down to about -5 comfortably. I only brought it at the Bushcraft show, so I've not tested it in any sort of serious cold weather yet. But up to now, I'm absolutely loving it. But when I've seen it through winter and I've had give it a proper test, I'll do a bit more of a review on it. For those of you that don't know about this, it's basically just a rectangle quilt. At the bottom end there's a series of poppers. We just pop all these up, pull the draw cord, pop your feet in, and you're away. There is also at the top some poppers to go around your neck, but I've never used them yet. If you do have the poppers around your neck, there's an extra draw cord to pull everything tight. But this for summer use and autumn use is the way I've used it up to now. As you can see, it's a lot easier than climbing into a sleeping bag, although when the harsher weather does come, you're going to have to wear a beanie in bed because there's no heat, there's no material around your head to keep you warm. But this is the way I've been using it, and up to now, from May up until now, it's been absolutely perfect. So I found the marker. I've used this spot before in a previous video. Obviously we've tied it up behind us, and then we've left the marker here so we can find the sort of the fire area that we had before. Put the marker here so we can find it again, use it again, obviously trying to leave as less impact on the woods as possible. So I'm just going to uncover this a bit and kick it about. You should be able to see now the burnt ashes where we've had a previous fire. This is where today's fire is going to be. Shout out to David McRae of Stonewood Bushcraft and Survival School up in Edinburgh. He's a very good friend of mine, and he's made me this this pouch out of hide, and got a nice topper here from Muskrat. Thanks a lot, Davey. It's now part of my fire lighting kit. Might as well give him a second shout out to Stuart. Stuart has a YouTube channel, Clansman Bushcraft, and he's also an instructor at Stonewood Survival and Bushcraft School, who's generously gifted me this Mora Classic No. 2 knife. Thanks a lot, Stuart. Not really used it yet, so I'm going to give it a workout this weekend, see how we get on with it. Hi guys, so camp is pretty much established. We've got a fire, we've got our cooking hanging system, we've got a couple of logs for a bit of carving, hammocks are up, sleeping systems up, tarps up. Then it just occurred to me that obviously you've seen me using a few live materials, so I just thought that I'd have a quick walk around the woods, show you where I've sourced it from. It never takes too much to go and find a down tree rather than limbing. Oh my god, my mind's farting. De-limbing. I'll correct that, I'm going to have to cut that bit out. But here we are. Camp. 60 yards away. Not too far. And then I've come across this. It's come down very recently, it wasn't down last time. As you can see, this is where I've made my cuts. And if you noticed, the landowner, that is his track where he brings his transit van. So we're right across this track. Not sure why it's come down, to be honest. Let's have a quick look. Throw these nettles. Glad these are nice and tall because I might come back later and make some bit of cordage out of them. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, rotten. Totally rotten. Nice couple of logs there. Gonna have them for the fire. Yeah, so this is down. It's rotten at the base. Still pretty much alive at the top when it fell. But this is where I've sourced my materials. Sycamore. So I'm going to probably use some of this to make a couple of spoons for Jeff. As I said I'd do some for his wedding, but I never did. Should I say wedding present. But that's where I've sourced my materials. You don't have to go far to find some that's recently fell or been felled. There's no point just hacking into live trees. It's not good for them. It's not good woodmanship. It's not good practice in bushcraft. So rather than getting a load of complaints or whatever in the messages, I just thought I'd show you where I sourced it from. And there we are. So these are them two logs we've seen at the base of that tree. And broke my camera. going to make a little holder for my Life Venture titanium plate, which I also use as a frying pan. I'm going to use it a bit later to make some damper bread for a little tin spaghetti bolognese that I brought with me today. There it is in all its glory. It's well used. There we go. Simple as. Shouldn't fall off. Keep your bread safe. Happy days. So I'm going to cook my bread. Sorry guys, just messing around, see how far we can get into the fire with the camera. We'll let this one burn right down. Should get a pretty good bed of coals off that to start cooking. So here we are then guys, this is what we've got for the meal tonight. We've got the cheapest of cheap Tesco spaghetti bolognese. We've got some flour, which I'm going to make some unleavened damper bread with. And we've got 2 cans of Foster's to wash it all down with. Now this, to me, is the meal of kings. And I say that, you know, not light-heartedly. I could be in Paris or Monaco or Dubai or London in any 10-star Michelin restaurant, whatever, and not be as happy as I am right now to have my cheapest of the cheap spaghetti bolognese, my 2 Fosters and my damper bread. And I say that hand on heart, I really would rather be here than anywhere else. So yeah, I'm going to get started. I'm not going to have my 2 beers, I'm going to wait till my meal's cooked. I do, if I was at home or I was at the local pub, I I would probably go for a bit more premium strength lager, for example a Stella or a San Miguel or something like that, but I don't know about anyone else. If I'm in the woods, I do tend to have a lower volume lager, and that's purely for the fact if Sasquatch was to come and wanted to rape me in the middle of the night, I'd wake up and be able to run away rather than just lay there passed out drunk and take it like a champ. But that's just personal preference, I suppose. But yeah, this is my meal. This is tea for tonight, and I don't know what else anyone would want. Shall we add the Bear Grylls? It's Bear. There he is. Peekaboo. Bear Grylls. So, camper bread's on. The cheapest spaghetti bolognese in the world is on. Let's get ready for some dinner. I think it must be time to open one of them premium Fosters. Happy days. We're bubbling.
Days like these, well, they're few and far between. When the devil's off our backs and the slate is clean. When all there is who we are when we are alone. And we've got nothing left to prove or to atone for. And if I could, I surely